Hey up everyone, this is Optinoob, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to go from level 0 to 74 in 40 minutes. Alright, so I've already begun. I've done the intro. I'll leave the the prologue area. I'll leave that to you guys. It only takes about 10 minutes. So, few things first. You need to be on hard. So make sure you're on hard when you do this. You either need to select hard from the main menu, or if you've already started, go into the options and into the difficulty and change it to normal, and then you can go into the main menu and switch it to hard, which will start it back at the start. So build. This only works for a bow build. So that's assassin, strider or ranger. To begin with, you can only choose between fighter, mage and strider. So I've gone with strider first for purposes of this guide. I've picked strider. If you want to max out a certain statistic like strength, for example, you want to pick fighter first, stay with that till level 10, no more, and then switch to assassin at level 10, because you can't change a vocation until you're level 10, you see. Alright, so we've begun. First, come into the inn here. I've slowed down the time here so you can see exactly what I am doing. So you come into the inn, you want to manage stored items and go into change equipment. Now, what I'm doing now, this isn't like a priority. It's not like extremely important. This is just to help your defense a little bit. So you want to come into here. You should be able to do this no matter what build you are. Come into here, torso. You want to select the wavering cloth. The wavering cloth. The vagabond armor's pretty good as well, but the wavering cloth has just a bit more magic defense, which you will need. So you want to equip that. Then you want to go into hands or arms and equip the lion's spine. Now, this is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, so this will all be in your item management already. It's actually part of the game. Right, what I'm doing, I'm just equipping a ring. There's no need to do this. I'm not sure why I'm equipping that ring for. I think it's a force of habit, really. There's a notice board there if you want to just grab any mini quests while you're doing this. It won't really harm anything. Right, you want to come into a stellar store. You want to go into sell. Not buy. I'll come out of this. You need to go into sell first. So if you're going to buy, just cancel transaction. Go into sell. Then switch to item management with R1 if you're on the PS4. And you want to go into, once you're in item storage, go into your head attire. And you want to sell all of that. As you see that middle one, Ruminator's Monocle, it sells for 300,000 gold. That's where the main bulky money is going to come from this early in the game. So sell all your headgear. Then you want to go back onto buy. You want to buy 100 green warish, I think it's pronounced. Buy 100 of them, because you will be using them to heal you throughout the course of this video. You want to buy 10 of the one just below it, the Mithridate. That's just to heal poison. If you get poison at any point, you can use one of them and it'll heal the poison debuff. Right, so after that, come out and go into the tools tab and go into throw blast, excuse me, and you want to purchase 100 of them. Yeah, 100. Don't take too many, because they are quite heavy. One thing I forgot to mention, your carry weight is very important. You've not seen me, sorry, not carry weight, your body weight is very important. You didn't see me design my character, but you want to be over 110 body weight, because that will, your body weight gives you more, it allows you to carry more. Sorry, I'll go back to that. In this woman's shop, you want to buy 150 mushrooms. That's all you're buying from here. Then afterwards, just move on with the main story objectives, and I will walk you through it as you go along. So 150, and then move on with the main story. Yeah, sorry, back to the carry weight. your body weight needs to be over 110. That's very important when you're creating a character at the start of this. Because if you pick lower than that, then you won't be able to carry as much. And what we have purchased here, it may overburden you. What happens when you make your character over 110 body weight is he'll have the maximum carrying capacity of 100 kilos. And that is what you want. It will help you further in the game as well. It will help you to carry more. Trust me, that will be very helpful. Alright, so we're on with the main story. We've sold everything, we've bought what we need to. And that's 100 healing items, 10 poison herbs, 100 throw blasts, and 150 mushrooms. Make sure you hotkey them. You do that on the inventory menu. You just click on them, then it prompt will come up saying assign hotkey, and you just choose what hotkey you want. Then to use the hotkey, you hold L1 and L1 together, L1 and R1, and then press whatever direction on the D-pad that item is hotkey to. Right, so Renard here, you want to use the throw blast, and you do want to save him, because if you do not save him now, he'll be gone for the rest of the game. So just as you're passing by, just throw some throw blasts and goblins, kill him easy, and talk to him, and then carry on to the next camp. Can't remember what it's called. Is it the encampment? Can't quite remember. Yeah, carry on to the next place where we're going for the story. Just reference these side quests. You shouldn't. The only one that should be missable with the story objectives I do at the moment is the Renard one. That's why I need to make sure you grab him. Any others, just completing these few story objectives that I do, you shouldn't really miss any. My memory is a bit hazy on that because it's been a long time since I've played. But you shouldn't miss any, as long as you don't go any more past the main story than what I do. If you want to, I'm only doing it at this speed for the purposes of the guide. You can do any story side quests on the way if you want. So once you're in this little tent, you want to make sure you grab this liquid vim here. There we go, liquid vim. Make sure you collect that. It's very important for later on. Right near the end of the guide, you will need that. So you interact with this rift stone, and then you move back here. You enter the gate, exit the gate. Sorry. This orc out here, just throw one or two throw blasts at him, and that will kill him. If you're new to this game, you're likely going to be very amazed by the amount of damage these throw blasts do. For such a minor little item that you can purchase at the start of the game, it's quite unbelievable how much damage they can do. The only bad point is you have to equip them manually. You cannot hotkey them, unfortunately. It would be a bit too easy if you could, because you could literally probably just spam them then. So you do need to manually equip them each time, and sometimes if you go a bit too fast as you get into the rhythm, sometimes you'll sort of cancel the equip. You'll go through it and not realise you've not actually equipped it. So just make sure you be wary of that. So yeah, all you need to do is jump. Don't go too close to that orc. Just jump, throw blast, one or two, and that will kill him. Loot anything he drops, then come back into the encampment. You'll head back over to the rift, and then you will make your main pawn. Now, it's completely up to you how you want to make them. Do not do what I do in this guide. I'm just doing this for guide purposes. Really, it doesn't matter what pawn you make. I've made a fighter one, because he'll just go closer to enemies. Obviously, so he needs to be within melee range. He'll go closer to enemies to engage them rather than engage them from a distance, like a mage or a ranged build, for example. And it just comes in a little bit more useful on another part later on, where you'll have four really strong enemies trying to attack you, and it just helps. The quicker and closer your pawns get onto them, it will just take the heat off you slightly and just give you a little bit more chance to get through that section. I'm probably making it sound really difficult there. It can be, but you will see soon. You just need to do exactly what what I instruct when we get to that point, and you'll see that it is doable. All right, so you've made your main point. You've come into there. Just come straight back out that gate and back out that gate. Do not do any more main quests now. You can do some side quests if you want, but do not talk to anybody else related to main story quests. All right, because if you do, that may void some side quests that you may not have actually done yet. Alright, so you come back out here, you'll get that notification saying that the Casadas beach is open at night now. That's what we needed. Alright, so back to Casadas now, all the way back over there. You've probably noticed my stamina gauge, I do keep refilling it with mushrooms. That's because, as I said earlier, I've hotkeyed them, so I don't need to go into the main menu to do that. I just hold L1 and R1 and press whatever direction on the D-pad it's hotkeyed to, and it uses them like that. Much more convenient. The reason I keep jumping and rolling is because normally holding L1 and R1, you'll stop for a second, but if I do it as I'm rolling, it has no effect on me. That's why I'm waiting till I'm rolling from a jump and then I use them. It just saves a few seconds. You don't need to worry about that too much, but it just saves a few seconds. Just allows you to get around a bit quicker. Alright, so back in Casadas. So there's a few more side quests open now. You want to come into the inn. Talk to the innkeeper here, Pablos. You want to rest for 50 gold, and you want to stay till nightfall, because it needs to be night time to head to BBI, where we are now going, Bitter Black Isle. So it's night time. Head outside here. Head on to the pier. There she is. Just mind her own business, standing over there in the dark. Yeah, just go over to her. Have a chat with her, and she'll take you to BBI. But just before you go over, wait for your pawns to catch up and grab them all and throw them in the river in the water. Make sure you don't throw them in near the shore, because it'll be too shallow and they won't die. So just throw them in like this. Wait for them to disappear from the mini map. Then that'll signify that they're definitely dead. And once they're dead, head to BBI. All will become clear very soon.
I ask you, is that the fate you've chosen of your own will?
Alright, so we're now on Bitter Black Isle. Head over to here, there'll be a small scene. Head to the notice board behind her and take the guiding light notice board quest, because that will be one in which you will complete automatically along here. Right, so you've got no pawns with you. Make sure there's no pawns with you right now, and head through here. And now we are going to do a small bit of farming. This may take you a minute. It may take 10 minutes. Sometimes I've got these blast arrows in five cycles. Sometimes it's taking me 30, but it will spawn eventually. So this chest and this door, there's about 6 items it can contain. And every time you open it, you'll be able to see what item it is before you collect it. You want it to be blast arrows. If it's not blast arrows, leave it. Then exit the room, come back in, and then the contents will change. And see, blast arrows. That's what you want. You'll get 10 of them. So just open the chest, see what it is. If it's not blast arrows, leave the contents in there. Exit the room, come back in, and just repeat that until you get blast arrows. You'll get 10. It will have 10. The reason you don't want pawns with you because they will take the contents before you exit. they will take something you don't want. Alright, so we've got the blast arrows. Come over to this riftstone, take out your pawn, enter the riftstone. You want to take out 2 other pawns, support pawns. You can only have a maximum 3 pawns. Your main pawn and 2 other pawns. So you want to come into here, and ideally, as mentioned earlier about how useful the melee pawns are, you want to take a melee pawn because they will get closer to the enemies and they will attract their attention quicker. So you want to go for a fighter. Yes, fighter, because he's such low level, you won't really get anything different between fighter, strider, and strider. So if no fighters appear, you can make more pawns appear by enlisting one and then talking to it again and sending it away. That will make another pawn come in. As you see now, another fighter has come in.
Yes, Arisen.
Right, so we've got 2 fighters with us and we've got the main pawn. So interact with the riftstone once more and then exit the rift. Right, now we can begin heading deep into BBI. Head back through now where the chest was, and you want to just keep following my path. Keep pressing down on the D-pad because that gives the pawns commands, and down on the D-pad gives it the command come, which will make him come to quicker. It will stop them from stopping and trying to engage enemies, and these are very strong on hard at your level. They can kill you in 1 or 2 hits. So run down here and keep pressing down to tell your pawns to come to you. As it keep coming in, one of them may get unlucky. I've had times where one has been attacked and died like near enough instantly. Like all of a sudden you'll just see a skull icon on the map. So yeah, just head down here. Hopefully no one will get killed. Keep pressing down on D-pad to come. That large enemy death, we're going to encounter him again later, which is probably the main bulk of your leveling here. He will be. So yep, come all the way down here through this door. Now you're in a sort of safe area now. At the moment, this area does become dangerous later, but for now it's a sort of safe area. Right, there will be a like type of merchant here. What's his name again? Baroque. Yeah, talk to him. Right, I've slowed this down again so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Going to buy, sell. Going to buy. Now, lease items are very important that you need to buy. So come all the way down this curatives tab, and you want to buy. No, not that. You want to buy Fiendish Extract, all 3 of them. There's only 3. Buy all 3 of them. They increase your maximum health. They about double your health, they do. So you want to buy 3 of them. Fiendish Extract and 3 Godly Analeptic. Yeah, buy 3 of them. They completely restore all your health. So 3 Godly Analeptic and the 3 Fiendish Extract. Alright, so once you bought them 2, come out that tab and go into Tools. Then come down and you want to buy the Martyr's Talisman. Now that's 35,000, but you should have enough if you've only bought what I've asked you to. You want to buy the Martyr's Talisman. What that does is increases your XP gain and buy 1 liftstone. You should have a liftstone on you, but just in case, we'll buy that one. And that's all you need. So anything else, if you want to buy right now from him, because he does have some unique items from sale, you can buy them now if you want. I mean, I buy just a dagger for my character here because it's almost doubles my damage. So it's not really any need, but you have some money left over, so it's completely up to you, or you may want to save it for later. So that's everything done with him. And that notice board quest we took off earlier, we've just completed that just by talking to him. Alright. And now we are heading to the gauntlet, and that's where the fun begins. Right, so down these stairs. And through this door over here. Now almost every enemy in here will hit very hard, so you need to try and avoid all the enemies. These tall guys swinging their arms like they're all floppy. Try to stay clear of them, because if their arms catch you, they will almost kill you. Right, so there's going to be some bats in this tunnel in a second. Just be ready to kill them. You need to attack these, otherwise they'll follow you. And even these bats can kill you in 1 or 2 hits. Let's kill them. Some more will appear down the bottom here. Kill them. Right, there's going to be a lot of bony, a lot of bony people here now. You're going to equip your throw blast. Wait until they're fully animated and throw one. Equip another one. Throw one. Now you should want to kill all these with throw blast. Try not to let them hit you. I should just kill them all. Now she'll get some nice XP there. You want to collect everything they dropped, because they may have dropped an item useful for Renard's quests later on. I think it's, I can't remember the name of the item now, some sort of, I think it's coal ore or something, can't remember. Anyway, so you're here now in the gauntlet. Now this is, you're going to like this. Right, so, just got it. First, you need to use that Fiendish extract, which will bring your health up to, as you saw there, near 2000, and then fill your health completely. Now, you need to run all the time. Do not use hotkeys now, because using the hotkeys, it may trip you up just from the button, holding the buttons down. So, in this area, when you need to refill your health or refill your stamina, just use the touchpad and do it from the menu there. It'll pause the game. Just do it there. It'll just allow you to get some breathing space as you heal. Right, this guy. Wait for him to fire that and then jump out of the way. If he does hit you, it won't kill you, so you can quickly heal if you need to, and he will die with one throw blast. Now you're not clearing nothing else. Now you just need to bolt. Just run straight where I'm running. You need to be quick, so there's going to be a gargoyle right behind you, and be ready to jump behind these gaps in the bridge where one of the boards are missing. There's a gap there. Make sure you jump that. Now if you're running, run around him. If you quit, you should be able to get away from him before if he hits you on the bridge, you're probably looking at a death. So you need to get around him before he fires that fireball. Up this bridge, jump across there. Now you want that item, the void key. Grab that void key, grab it. Now as soon as you grabbed it, go into your inventory, select the lift stone and use it, and that will warp you back to the start of BBI. Now, that's the BBI gauntlet done. Hopefully you did that first time, didn't have too much trouble. Almost everything in that gauntlet will kill you in 2 hits. If you didn't have that item that's doubled your health, you'll die in 1 hit. That's why we need that. It just gives you a chance to get hit, to pause and to heal. Just gives you that extra time which you need. Right, now we're back here. Throw all your pawns away. You don't need them no more. You may be thinking, why is he throwing his pawns away? They're going to help him. Well, they do help you, but they also, it's also harder to judge enemies' attacks with them, because the enemy will be going for 4 targets in effect, and so they'll have more. It'll be harder to predict their attacks. But if they're only going for you, it's harder to sort of manipulate the enemy AI. You know what I'm talking about? You know, learn the boss's movesets. Also, when you have pawns with you, it affects how much XP you gain from a kill. That's probably the most important thing about it. It does vary. It depends on their level difference compared to you. But such early in the game, it's better to just throw them away. And like I said, they will make the enemy fights more difficult, because they will be attracting the enemy's attention, making it harder for you to avoid their attacks. Alright, so we need to come all the way back down here where we were before. I know it's a long trek, you have to come all the way back down. There are shortcuts on this area in BBI, but they're a bit further in. Alright, so we've got that void key. Now we can open this gate. So the Vault of Defiled Truth. So you come down here, just follow the route I'm taking. There's no enemies in this room here. This sort of, I'm not sure what sort of room that was, some sort of torture room. Yeah, so come through here, just run straight past these. Avoid the big flying birdie thingy. Forget its name. Through here. Now this is a sort of safe area again. So Gutter of Misery, you want to go up the stairs here. Up the stairs and come through this door here. These double doors. You're going to meet that merchant again in here, Barak. Come through here. Just avoid him, you don't need him right now. Come around here to notice board and climb up this ledge near the notice board. You want to take that moonbeam gem. Very important you grab that moonbeam gem. You need that to grab the strong bow that we need. There is a notice board there, so you can take the quests off there if you want to. Right, come down the stairs afterwards and just grab these throw blasts from this table. You probably do not need them, but there's 20 or so here, and it only takes seconds, so just come and grab them just in case. Right, so we're all done in there. All we really needed was that moonbeam gem, that green gem. So now you want to head back into that central safe area where you've met Barak for the first time. So we're heading back there. So come back down them steps and then through this door here, which you entered from a little earlier. Back through here. So back up the stairs here and then back out the door. Now, depending on what type of bow build you are, now the Strider and the Assassin can use this bow that I'm going to collect, but the Ranger will need a slightly different bow. Now I can't remember exactly the door that bow is in. My memory's a bit hazy, but if you're the Ranger and you want to do this, you may just want to Google the bow that's best for him. I think it's in the door to the right of this one. So we've just got a dragon's ear. Basically what happens, that moonbeam gem will let you open one of these doors in this area. Like that door we just entered there, there's 2 actual rooms in there. And that moonbeam gem will open one of them. Well, there's a few other rooms in here, in this safe area. And each of them will lead to 2 of them secret rooms again. So each one has a weapon or piece of armor that's good for a certain build or type of builds. In the room I went in, I got the dragon's ear. bit of a weird thing to pronounce. Yeah, I got the dragon's ear. That's really good bow this early in the game. It's, to be honest, it's good for the rest of the game really. It does magic damage and strength damage, physical damage. So if you are using an end game, bit of advice for that is the periaps that you can get, which increase your damage. You can use magic ones and physical ones with them because it's got magic damage and physical damage. You can use them both for that. Anyway, so once you've got that, you're back in here. Now with that gut of mist, we've come all the way down now. You come in that broken wall, and you come into the sewer area. Let's head all the way through here. It is a bit dark, so you can take out your torch if you need to, or you can just use the map, the mini map, to navigate, because the mini maps does show the path for you. Down here through. Now this is where there's a bit. This is the last difficult enemy of this guide. So you've got that gauntlet that we did, and this boss here. They're the only. That's the only 2 difficult parts you have to pass in this guide to get to level 0 to 75 in 30 to 40 minutes. So what this giant eye does is when he shines at you, make sure you're not facing him, because he'll cast all sorts of debuffs on you, and one of them will be blindness, and you just won't be able to see a thing. Basically game over. So when you first come in, he'll first shine his eyes. You just hide behind that pillar or look away. You want to come down here. Now I'm just waiting up here until he's sort of facing me where I am now, and then once he is, drop down, and now you just want to throw your throw blasts at him. His eye. They need to hit him in his eye. Not going to be perfect because they do have a large area of detonation. Just make sure you're throwing them at his eye. Right, that's it. So when every 1 or 2 throw blasts, you'll see he'll do the animation that's indicating. He'll do that. Close his eye. When he does that, just look away. That's it. Then resume throwing the throw blast. The reason I didn't drop down to the steps straight away is because you probably saw them tentacles that are spawning. If they hit you, they can kill you. So I just stay up there and then drop down. So if any have fired any projectiles in that time, they should hopefully go over my head or go to where I was above. So yeah. So I've got a bit ahead of myself slightly, and I didn't say you do need to use that fiendish extract when you come in here, because if any of the tentacles hit you, they will kill you in 1 hit. But that fiendish extract, because it doubles your health, it will just allow you to take an extra hit, which will give you time to heal that health back. Alright, so just repeat this. Right, once that orange goo appears, avoid it, and then run underneath him. And what he'll do, he'll like tentacle himself like this. And that staggered him now. Now you want to throw some throw blasts at his eye as it's hanging out of his socket. It can be a bit awkward to hit his eye like this, because sometimes your throw blast will bounce off, or it'll move out of the way. But just do your best. Right. So resume. Well, normally you'd resume throwing throw blast at his eye on the steps and wait for the orange goo again. Or if he does that, if he starts munching near the ground, or I guess doing a munching animation like he's looking down and eating something, what that means is he's gonna summon these 4 tentacles here, which will do this. You need to destroy all 4 of them quickly. So quickly, once he does that, quickly get ready to destroy all these 4 tentacles that appear with a throw. They'll take 1 throw blast each. Once you've done that, that will stagger him again. And now you can throw the throw blast at his eye again. So there's 3 stages of this you need to watch out for mainly. First, if he's neutral and letting his small tentacles attack you, which will just spawn around the map, you just want to stand on the steps and throw blasts at his eye and just look away when he's shining the rays at you. When you're hitting him with a throw blast up there and you keep shining the rays, the reason the tentacles appear to stop hitting you is because every time you make him open his eye and shine the ray at you, all the tentacles they get pulled back into him, so they stop firing. So you just got to keep the rhythm going, and none of the tentacles should hit you in time. Right, so there's that stage. There's a stage where the orange goo appears. When that appears, just run underneath him, wait for it to run underneath him, let the orange goo appear beneath him, move out of the way, and then that tentacle will knock him down. And then there is the animation where he's munching on the floor. When he does that, that indicates he's going to summon the 4 tentacles. So just be ready. When he's munching at the bottom, be ready to go down and destroy them 4 tentacles. So as you see, if you have to come back up here, he might be facing a completely different direction. And so rather than stand on the stairs, like you want to come to the top, like I did earlier, and then it just gives you a better area to dodge the tentacles. The tentacles projectiles that will shoot at you. And just keep an eye on your health, because that fiendish extract will wear off. Your health will go back to normal. Once it does, just make sure you use your last one. Two will be enough. It shouldn't take you any longer. Just make sure you do keep an eye on that, because if you have normal health, one hit from one of them tentacles projectiles will kill you. And just like in the gauntlet, if you need to heal or anything, just open your inventory and do it that way. Right, when he's close to death, that's when you'll need to use your Martyr's Talisman. So he's close to death now, so I'm going to use my Martyr's Talisman. Make sure you use that, so that will double your XP gain from killing him. See that, how close that was? Almost killed me. That's why it's important you always keep your health full and make sure that fiendish extract is active. And that's it. You actually get more XP than it looks. It said 202,000 XP then times 2. Well, normally on easy or normal, that would say it would say 100,000 XP times 2, or just 200,000 XP. I can't remember what one is for hard and what one is for the actual consumable that we used. But hard gives you double XP, and that Martyr's Talisman we used gives you double XP again. So in essence, it's sort of times 4 XP you're getting by playing on hard and using that talisman. That's why it's very important you're on hard, and very important you use that talisman. Right, so that's the hard bits done. Now here we just need to be very precise here now with the strategy. So you come through here. You want to equip that bow we got, the dragon's ear. Now it's going to tell you that you don't have enough, you're not high enough level to weld it properly, but don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. So you're going to equip that. You see it says your stamina will deplete more quicker. Don't worry about it. The way we are going to fight that is by using the liquid vim, which gives you infinite stamina for a short period. And you also want to equip your blast arrows, so make sure they're equipped. Now when you use your bow, you want to make sure you use the threefold skill. So once you come here, use that liquid vim. Use that. Now take out your bow. Press square to draw a threefold arrow. And come to back here and he'll spawn. Don't go any closer. Stay about where I am, otherwise he'll notice you. Now you need him to sort of fly in a loop and turn around and face opposite direction. He hasn't done that, so I'm just going to kill myself to reload the area. Sorry, I jumped off the wrong side there. You don't actually die there. You need to jump off the other side. You need to jump off this side here to kill yourself. Yeah, you need to reload the area because he will not appear again. This is a one-time only spawn. If you simply leave the area and come back in to try again, he'll be gone forever. That's why you need to die, so it reloads the area. So the game saves, not always, but most of the time it saves when you enter a door. I mean, it didn't save when I entered this one. It probably will now, but it did on the other one. See, it's saving now. It didn't save earlier. So back in here, obviously we reloaded, so we've got to do everything again. Equip that dragon's ear bow. Equip the blast arrows, and we want the liquid vim. We want to be ready to use that. Or if you think you're quick enough, use it now. It lasts for about 60 seconds, I think it is. Right, so you want to come down here, draw out your bow, press the threefold arrow skill to have that activated. And then come to back here where I'm slightly, which will spawn him. Stay still. See, that's what he wanted to do. Because when he does that, he'll stop for a few seconds. I'll just stop that for you and play it in slow motion so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, you want to make sure you're standing about where I am. When you come to that point of the stairs that go down, that's when he appears. You don't want to be too close to the stairs because he will notice you. So all you do, he should fly around and face in the opposite direction like that. And then when he does, he'll pause for a second or two. And then that's your chance to quickly hit him with threefolds. And then that will knock him down. You've got to make sure you have a blast arrows equipped and be using a threefold skill and a liquid vim. And that's it. He'll fall into the abyss and you have your Martyr's Talisman active, and you have the double XP from hard, which will allow you'll get I think it's 3.2 million XP or something you get all together from that. So yeah, that's it. As you can see, I'm level 74 now. So that will give you a very good start on hard, and that will make almost the rest of hard easy for you if you want. Normally hard is very, very difficult to begin with, especially if you're a beginner. But if you can manage to do this within 30-40 minutes or so that I've shown you here, hitting level 75 before you begin just make the rest of the game so much easier. So then you can just carry on hard. Hard also makes it much easier to farm money, because a lot of enemies will drop big amounts of cash, which won't do on other difficulties. So that's it. You can repeat this if you want to by just restarting the game. You can just repeat this how many times as you want. Yeah, it will be 30 minutes each time, but that's entirely up to you. All you need to do, because you're on hard, convert back to normal in the options to put it back on normal, then go to main menu, and then hard will be, you'll be able to select it again. Select hard, it will restart the game, but you'll have all your statistics from before, so you can just keep redoing it if you want to. But yes, I hope that helped you and hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully that will help you level up really quick and make the game really easy for you if you want to, or if you just want to break the game, because breaking games is fun. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm always updating regularly on my channel. It's quite an assortment of guides and walkthroughs and whatnot. So yeah, please subscribe if you want to see more. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks and goodbye.